An important consideration in creating content for your course is accessibility. Accessibility is the practice of making your content usable by as many people as possible. We traditionally think of accessibility as designing for people with disabilities, but the practice of making content accessible also benefits other groups of people, such as those using mobile devices or those with slow network connections. By considering accessibility while creating your course, you're ensuring that the content you create will be valuable for as many people as possible. In this lecture, I'll go over a few best practices to keep in mind when creating your content to make it accessible. Use the simplest language appropriate for your content. Define your terms and acronyms and avoid using jargon or abbreviations that can confuse your learners. Check your spelling and grammar. Visually impaired users may be using a screen reader to experience your course, so think about how a machine would read what you've written. If there are spelling or grammar mistakes, it will read those out loud and cause confusion for the learner. Use rich text formatting styles and bullet points to organize your writing. Visuals should be clear and have high contrast. When choosing colors for text and visuals, make sure that there is a strong contrast between the color of the text or visual and the background. This increases legibility and helps those with color blindness and visual impairment. There are several tools online that you can use to check color contrast on images. When using visuals, it's important to describe them to your learners and not use language that relies on sight. Assume that someone cannot see the image you're using in your videos. How would you describe it to them? Sound should also be clear and free of distractions. If you're recording videos for your course, ensure you're in a quiet environment without distracting background noises or echo. Lastly, use closed captions on your videos. Udemy will create auto-generated captions for your videos once your course publishes, unless you choose to disable this feature. Auto-generated captions are not perfect, however, so you may want to review and edit the captions in the course builder to make sure they accurately convey what you're saying. When it comes to accessibility, your goal is to make your content usable by as many people as possible by keeping it clear and organized. As you start creating your course content, keep these best practices in mind.